Hi, I'm Amy from the Unmistakably You Wedding Academy, and I'm here with Nick from Through the Lens Productions. Hi, Nick. How are you?
I'm great, Amy. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your business?
So, Through the Lens Productions has been around since 2012. My wife, Jennifer, and I started it together. When we first met, we both had interest in video. We both went to school for it. And Jen was like, oh, I want to start like my own wedding video business. And well, I had a lot of like concerts and like entertainment aspects. And Jen and I were kind of just early stages of the dating, kind of awkward, and just like, should we start a business together kind of thing? And 6 months into a relationship, we registered our business with the province of Ontario.
That's a big step.
Yep. A lot of people thought we were crazy. And
I can see that.
Our first year of business, we did 4 weddings. Like, we've done other weddings before, but since we shot them for other people, we can't show off that footage as, like, our own.
Of course, yeah.
And so we got 4 weddings, and we were just like, we can't make a living off this. Like, but then the following year, we actually did 13 weddings. Okay. So in my mind, I'm like, we tripled business.
There you go.
And then after that, it went to 27 weddings, 28, and so on and so forth, up to now, so.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're married, and that whole
And now we're happily married, yep. Happily married, the business is still going strong.
That's
and
amazing.
Everything, so. We do more than just weddings, we do like entertainment, promo videos for small businesses, we've done fashion shows, concert recaps, and everything like that, so.
Fantastic.
Hmm.
So you're meeting with a client for the first time, or with a potential client. You're being interviewed, as it were, to shoot the video for their wedding. What should couples be asking you?
When it comes to every couple's different. So some people, they want more like documentary style video, or they want more cinematic video, and that's where we could talk to them about like their vision and whatnot. Because if you go online and look at wedding videos, there's so many different ones out there. There's like the classic like homeschool one where it's kind of just like you kind of just stand back, let the day happen as is. Or there's also cinematic ones where it's just more artsy, more like flow of the shots and everything like that. And we do a combination of both on the wedding day. So we mainly stand back and just let the day happen as is. And that makes our couples and their guests a little bit more comfortable on camera. Because a lot of people, when they see camera, they kind of, they stiffen up a little bit.
Like I'm doing right now.
Exactly. And they kind of just they're really cautious with what they say. But, when I show up with the guys in the morning and I tell them, don't worry, there's no audio in this part, because we usually put it to a song and whatnot. The guys, I see the weight get lifted off the shoulders because, right. When there's 7 guys in the morning all drinking beer and just have hours to kill, it can get very verbal
colorful?
Diarrhea. Yeah, that's a better way to put it.
Yeah.
And so that's one thing we want to talk to our customers too, and also find out what part of their day is really important to them. Mm-hmm. Some couples, they're like, oh, we don't really care about the ceremony, but we really care about our speeches. Or there's also, oh, we're doing a first look. I really want to see their reaction when we see each other. And then there's also the getting ready aspect, because, you're not seeing your partner's side for that day. So, you want to see oh, how much fun did you have in the morning? And every couple, some people just hang out at their house, some people go golfing and whatnot. I did one wedding where I showed up and they're like, oh, we're going back to shoot some stuff. And I was like, with guns.
Amazing.
And I was like, okay, haha. And then the best man came walking in with a 12-gauge shotgun. And
cool.
It was out in the country, and we're walking back there, and the one groomsman was just like, oh, cameraman, have you ever shot a gun before? And I said, no. He's like, well, today's your lucky day.
Oh, awesome.
And they were super professional. We all had hearing equipment on. They broke down oh, this is the safety, this is how it works. And it's just that is one thing that that groom, his wife didn't got to see and everything.
Right.
And it's just them having a good time. And then, it's just every couple is different, and every aspect of their wedding day, we want to know what's important to them, so we can capture those moments.
Right. And that's a really good point that you made about them not knowing what their partner was doing on the wedding day. So that presumably is a great argument for why videography is a good investment, or at least one of the arguments for why videography is a good investment on your wedding. What regrets do you hear from people who don't have wedding videos?
So, I hear a lot of people, especially like bridal shows, for example, where, you know, the bride comes up, she's got, you know, 3 of her bridesmaids with her. One of them's already married, she's been through the ring before, she knows what to look for. And I always occasionally hear of one bride, and they look at, like, the packages, and they're watching our videos, and I always hear the one say, I wish I got a video. Mm-hmm. And it's a lot of people, they think of wedding video, they immediately think of, like, their parents' video.
Absolutely.
So it's VHS.
Yes.
A family member filmed it for them. And I'll never forget one of the first brides I ever talked to. She said she watched her parents' video before coming to the bridal show. And it was the groom's brother filmed it. And he actually, like, filmed, like, his feet walking down the aisle. And he was just like, to remember your aisle that you walked down. And that has just always stuck out with me for all these years. And it's just like how things have changed over the years, and that, like, it's not just a VHS. Oh, you're going to pop it in and you're going to watch a 3-hour investment kind of thing.
Right.
Now it's sort of just like, there's people who just get highlight videos. So those range from 3 to 5 to 7 to 10 minutes in length. And it's kind of just like, these are the best moments of your wedding day. And then there's other aspects where it's like, oh, you want, you're getting ready highlight, you get your full ceremony. So that's like, that length depends on how long your ceremony is. And then there's also like all the speeches at the reception. I mean, we've all been there where there's like a really hilarious or sentimental speech. And
Absolutely.
You can just never recreate it.
Absolutely.
But as soon as you get that video, you can actually go back. And I actually just delivered a video not too long ago to a couple. And the groom's dad just roasted him the whole night. And like throughout his whole speech. At the end of the night, I said goodbye to the couple. And the groom was like, I already forgot everything my dad said in his speech. He's like, but I can't wait to watch that video now. Yeah. To actually go back and relive it.
Yeah, that's definitely fantastic reasons for investing in wedding video. I hear a lot of people say that they wish they had done it, and I wish I had done it as well. So what would you suggest to couples that they do to make their video amazing?
Be yourself. Really, and honestly, it's just like, and like, I know a lot of people, because especially with a lot of videographers, you can like, we want to incorporate songs that mean a lot to you guys into your video as well, and we want you to be comfortable on video. So if it means like, you need to, like, if you're just be happy with your partner, have fun on camera, show that you like, just be in love, enjoy the moment of your wedding day. And like with us, like I said, with the documentary style, we stand back and just capture the day as is. And people are just so like, and cameras now are a lot smaller than what they used to be. So it's not like a big bulky camera coming in. They're usually small DSLRs and mirrorless cameras. And people are just so much more chill. People are more dance. They're interactive and everything. And that just makes the video look so much more natural. And everyone's just happier at the end of the day.
Absolutely. And that's another reason I always talk to my clients with photographers and videographers about having some kind of a personal connection with that person. So when they come in with that list of questions that they've printed off of Google, realistically, it doesn't matter to them what kind of equipment you're shooting with, except that this list says, oh, you ask what kind of equipment. Well, what does that matter? What matters is that you have a personal connection with that videographer or with that photographer, because you're often with them for 8 hours or 10 hours on their wedding day, right?
Oh,
so
100%.
Helping to put couples at ease and feel comfortable in front of the camera is definitely something that is far more important, I would argue, than you shooting with a, 800. I can't even make anything. I don't know anything about cameras.
I was really hoping you would say something there. That's a good way. Well, that's the thing too, because like, when you look at it on your wedding day, your photos and your videos, they're the two things that are going to help you to remember your wedding.
Absolutely.
And I mean, a lot of people, for their wedding, it's really important. Oh, I really love flowers. I need to have big bouquets. That's great. That's important to you. But those flowers are going to, a couple days later, be thrown out. Yep. But with photos and videos, you can actually go back and relive your wedding day. And like, I always say this, don't get me wrong, photos, they're necessary. But video just taps a different sense of emotion
Absolutely.
that you just can't get from photos. One of our couples, one of the first ones we ever did, they loved their video. We got along great with them on their wedding day. We saw them at a couple of weddings throughout the years. And then like two-ish years ago, we got an email from them, and the groom's mom unexpectedly passed away. Mm. And because they have a wedding video, they're like, we can hear her voice again. We can see her smile. Watch the mother-son dance. And I'm bawling.
You're going to make me cry
I'm reading this email. And like, it's just like, that's when I realized we got into this business because we wanted to create wedding videos that our couples will cherish and that they can go back upon. And after realizing that, I was kind of just like, it's so much more than just a wedding video. Mm-hmm. It's a keepsake. It's a memory.
Absolutely.
And I mean, we did another wedding a few years ago where 2 weeks after the wedding, the best man died in a motorcycle accident.
You are just a ball of laughs today, Nick.
And that's the thing. It's just like, and like I gave the couple their video, and they were just like, "Do you have any extra footage?"
Yeah.
And luckily, this guy, he was super charismatic, played it up for the camera all morning, and like I made like a little 2-minute best of video for him.
Yeah.
Gave it to the couple, and like it's online privately with a password, so like they shared it with all his family in Portugal and everything, and they were just like, thank you so much for having this. And that's when I was, like I said, it's more than just a wedding video. Mm-hmm. And you also made the comment about, like, having a photographer and videographer that, like, get along. And that's a great thing that you need to have, too, because, you know, we always talk to whoever the photographer is on the wedding day, kind of find out their game plan for the ceremony, because we don't want to butt heads with them, and you know, or vice versa, because we want to capture that couple's day in the best way possible.
That's fantastic. So, Nick, where can people find you?
So, you can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/throughtheLensProductions, or you can go to our website, throughtheLensProductions.net, and we're also on Instagram as well. And so, we'll be uploading a whole bunch of new videos over the last year online shortly, and sort of those little teases and whatnot, and like funny little clips that we see from wedding days.
That's great.
Awesome.
Thanks so much, Nick.
No worries. Thank you for having me.
No problem.